Paranormal Buzz Radio is proud to present Girls vs. Ghost Media's Spooky Talk with Madison Smith from Madison Paranormal. You can find Spooky Talk every other Sunday, 6 Eastern, 5 Central, right here live on Paranormal Buzz Radio. Be sure to join in the live interactive chat by going to Spreaker.com or downloading the Spreaker app for all devices.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast by the host or the guest do not necessarily reflect the views of Paranormal Buzz Radio or its sponsors. Use of any material produced by Paranormal Buzz Radio without express written consent is strictly prohibited. For information on everything Paranormal Buzz Radio has to offer, visit our website, paranormalbuzzradio.com. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Listener discretion is advised.
And here's your host, Madison Smith.
Hi everyone, I am Madison Smith. I'd like to welcome you all to Spooky Talk with Maddie. Tonight's guests are two people you have seen on TV in Ghost Hunters and in the theater with the Sleepless, Unrest. They are both active in the paranormal community. I would love to give a big, spoopy welcome to Richel Stratton and Brian Murray.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, no problem. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, where we can find you at, anything like that?
All right. Do you want to go first or do you want me to?
You go ahead.
So my name's Richel Stratton. You may have seen me on A&E's Ghost Hunters or in the film called The Sleepless, Unrest. I'm a hygienist, a wife, a mother of two. I have been investigating the paranormal since my 20s. I had my first paranormal experience when I was 8 years old, and I've always been interested in it. And you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Stratton Richel. And then we also have a TikTok now and a YouTube, which is under Adventures with Richel. Brian, you go ahead now.
I'm Brian Murray. You can see me on the A&E's Ghost Hunters and the Sleepless Unrest. I'm a construction worker, former Marine. I've been doing the paranormal for a very long time. I run a team called Riverbend Paranormal in Alton, Illinois. For people that don't know about Alton, Illinois, it's supposed to be the most haunted little town in America, and I totally agree with that. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We also have that TikTok like Richel was talking about. My name is Brian_Murray GH. Is that right?
That is right.
Thanks.
I was wondering if you were going to get it right.
It wasn't right?
It's funny because I usually say Brian's all of his social media stuff because he doesn't remember his name.
You have no idea, but like I'm sweating completely under my armpits because I don't remember him. I was so nervous when you asked that question. Is the rest of the show going to be that hard?
No, don't worry. It's going to be fun.
Okay. So that's me.
That's so fun. And just for the town aspect, why do you think it's that haunted? Or why do you think it's like one of the most haunted places, in your opinion?
It's really rich in history. Almost every single building has limestone. It's right next to the Mississippi River. We have a lot of iron. It was part of the Underground Railroad. I think it just has a lot of history here.
It sits on a bed of limestone. We have limestone quarries, rock quarries all over. We are literally 2, maybe 1 mile away from the river. Just like she was saying, it's Alton. Everybody's heard of it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's the laughing thing?
I don't know. You do it all the time. It's a nervous tick.
Okay, well, I'm done with the laugh. No more laughing. Sorry.
You're fine. It's fun to laugh here, you know?
Yeah, but at the end of every sentence, whew,
It's kind of...
Go for it. You know?
I mean, have you ever seen Friends? Do you know Friends?
I think I've seen like 2 episodes, but I know what it is.
Okay. So Rachel Green's a character on there, and she has a nervous tick where she clears her throat before she says any line. And that's kind of how Brian's little giggle is. After he says anything, then he'll do a giggle. And it just, you kind of get used to it.
Yep.
Doing it now that
This is ridiculous. I'm out of here. I'm not.
You're fine. Don't worry.
I'm not worried. I'm a little worried.
It's okay. No worries here, all right?
Okay.
We are going to have so much fun, and I'm not going to for sure promise that, but I'm going to mostly promise that.
Sounds good to me.
All right. So, in Alton, what's the best place you think? Like,
To
to
invest.
go to? Yeah, like to go to investigate anything, really.
That's really hard to answer. There's so many great places to investigate here. We're close to a lot of places too. I wouldn't pick a best place to go because you can't pick a favorite.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
there's good places. There's the Mineral Springs Hotel. There's the McPike Mansion that people have heard of. There is the what's the church? That's terrible.
The Unitarian.
Yeah, the Unitarian Church. There's a lot of great locations and also people's homes.
Yeah. We also have a lot of haunted locations we like to go to as well that are fair. They're in like the towns, outlying towns.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alton's not very big, but the towns that are around it, they also have some great locations like the Cheney Mansion and
The Otterville School.
Otterville School. There's a lot of cool places.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
We've investigated all of them.
And what are your like top 5 like pieces of evidence that you've gotten? Like the coolest ones?
Can I say
You
the
can
coolest
say
one
anything you
that
want.
I like?
Yes. I don't.
The
I'm on the
cool-
same page. I don't know what you're.
The
Yes.
coolest one that I think that we've gotten as with Riverbend Paranormal, we were at Malvern Manor in Iowa, and we were investigating one of the rooms, and a ball actually rolled, and then uphill, did like a little like spinny round thing, like, and then kind of rolled back, but it was so cool because it defied gravity. Like there's no reason there's no way it could have rolled uphill unless there was a force behind it. So that was, and we caught it on video, which is really cool because a lot of the time I feel like unless you have cameras set up, you holding a camera doesn't necessarily catch it. Like you're always just like a fraction of a second too short from moving your camera over there or turning your camera on, or you miss it just by a little bit.
There's been some great EVPs too that have come from Ashmore Estates, that come from Mineral Springs and Alton. There's been a lot of that. There's been, I've caught doors opening. I've caught things like that. Typical paranormal evidence, but it's really nice when you can capture it on video and, get an EVP that nobody was there that sounds like that or could say it.
We got a really cool one at Waverly.
Yeah, Waverly's been pretty cool too.
Yeah, what was that? There was all girls on the floor investigating, and on the recorder we captured a guy
saying, "Where are you guys going?"
Yeah.
The man speaking, but there was only girls on the floor. So Waverly's been terrific for us too.
Yeah, I want to go to Waverly so bad, but there's like this 18 plus like thing on it to where I can't go, and I'm like, well, guys,
Oh, yeah.
4 more years.
You'll get there.
Yeah. And when you go
Yeah.
for the first time, let us know what you think.
For sure.
Trust me, I will. All right. So, in your opinion, what's like your favorite piece of equipment or like your favorite type of equipment?
Well, I can tell you right now, I'm an audio girl. I love EVPs. Quit laughing at
I'm
me,
not laughing at
Brian.
you.
Shut up. I love the binaural microphone. It's that people may have seen it. It's the thing that looks like it has ears. What I love about it is it mimics human hearing, but only amplifies it, so it's directional. If something's in the right or on your right or left or front or back, you can hear where it's coming from. And you can record, but also listen in real time. And I just think it's wonderful because, you know, when you hear audible voices, but you can't necessarily make out what they're saying?
Yeah.
When you have this piece of equipment, you can make out what they're saying. So that's my favorite piece.
That's actually my favorite piece, too. It just has been so useful for us. Like when you're walking, like on one of the Ghost Hunters episodes, when we're walking in Madison Seminary and Richel's using the binaural microphone, she's sitting in a hall and I'm walking into a room. She was able to tell me that footsteps were coming behind me. I'm not even moving. And then when you sync that audio up, you can actually hear. She could tell me where they were coming from, and I couldn't hear them, but she could hear them. And it was directly behind me. Then she heard a door or something shut, and we went and checked that out. It's been super useful.
Well, that's interesting.
It doesn't look the coolest.
I think it looks really cool.
I don't know.
And I want to pierce the ears on it. But I don't want to mess it up.
Okay. We'll just have one pierced here and one.
Just one test, like, okay, if we pierce it, will it still work?
There you go.
Yes.
Like, honestly, I'd probably do it.
It's probably
Like, just me.
I mean,
I don't feel like it's not going to happen. I feel like it's more leaning toward it's going to happen. Shit.
yeah. We'll take a picture.
Might be our new TikTok video.
You can
Why'd you look at my ear?
because I was thinking they sell those ear piercing guns. My sister did her own.
Can't you just put a needle through there?
Yeah, but that's a little bit. The gun's real fast, and I was thinking, I wonder if he'd let me pierce his ears.
I will answer that, and it's a no.
So I was looking, I was like, you've got nice lobes. How about we just go ahead and
Pierce those? I caught her looking at my ears.
stop.
She's talking to you, and I see her eyes land. I'm like, what are you looking at my ears for?
It's like it already has an indent where the ear would go.
Don't touch it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Back on track. I apologize.
This is how we are.
No, it's fine. That was funny. So, if you were to get earrings, just for future reference, what type of earrings would you wear?
Like, do you like gold or silver or rose gold, or do we want to do like black?
I want black.
You want gauged?
No. That looks like that would hurt.
You want like a little stud? Oh, you want hoopies?
I want hoops. Black hoops.
Black hoops? Big or small?
Like 7 inches.
So big ones. Big black hoops. You're going to look like a genie.
It's ridiculous.
3 bushes, and then you'll have your curled hair if we do it blue, like we were talking about.
Yeah, this is going to be good. We'll make a video for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what I got myself into, but
We'll find out. It'll be fine. We'll find out.
thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Honestly, I'm going to give you a tip. Shop for earrings at Claire's, okay? I know that it's like the weirdest place, but they have some really cute earrings that I got there.
When we went to the mall and I made you wear that unicorn headband, do you remember?
Oh, do I?
When we tried on the shoes that lit up and stuff?
I don't think that you made me wear it. I think I felt like this is where I need to be.
We were in Claire's. That's
Okay.
what that store was.
That store's amazing.
I used to be obsessed with the store when I was younger. It was weird.
I loved
If you
it.
can hear me, Miss Claire, we want a sponsorship.
I actually got my ears pierced at Claire's. These ones down here.
I looked at her ears. Okay,
Well,
next
now
question.
you guys are even. All right.
We went off track.
Oh, that was great. Either way, we're going to be picking that up later. Either way, moving on. I love this. Okay. But, so what was your first experience that really started you out?
So like I said, I had my first paranormal experience when I was 8 years old. I woke up in the middle of the night to someone standing at the foot of my bed, and they were dressed in like period clothing. They had a bonnet on, and I told my mom about it, and she didn't believe me. The following night, my sister woke up, and the same person was standing at the foot of her bed. So since then, I was really hooked and liked the paranormal, and was very interested in, ghosts and goblins and all that good stuff.
I knew goblins was coming out next.
I love goblins. I can't help it.
This is so Halloween. Ghosts and goblins.
Ghosts, ghouls, and goblins. I feel like never mind. We'll talk about it later. What was your experience?
My experience
Bri?
was, I saw a, I would call him a full-bodied apparition staring at me from about 5 foot away. And is that what you want me to tell her?
I mean, you're shortening down. I feel like you're leaving out the meat and potatoes out of it.
Okay, I went over to this lady's house. I was trying to go on a date with her, and I was in her basement, and she went to the restroom, and her mother came downstairs with a tray of drinks. She was going to put them on the table. She bent over to put them on the table, and behind her was a fella standing there looking at me. He turned and he went away, and I hit my buddy Matt and said, well, we shouldn't stay here. We probably should go. This is creepy. And that's what got me started. I've been researching things ever since then, trying to figure out what that was that first night. It terrified me, and now I'm not terrified no more. I'm more, I don't know, I'm looking for ghosts and goblins too.
Honestly, I could never. If I saw something, I would just be like, well, guys.
It shocked me, but it made me more like, I'm not going to lie to you here. When I first saw it, I was like, okay, I don't need this girl. She's not good for me. I need to leave. Like, I was ready to go, and I was pretty scared for a few days. Like, I don't know that I put the covers over my head at the house, for sure.
I was scared when I was 8.
Yeah, I was
seen
like
that. I was scared. I think I moved past being scared when my sister saw it as well, or saw them as well, and our mom kind of was like, our mom didn't initially believe us. She's like, no, you guys have been watching too many scary movies, it's all in your head, and things like that. And then me and my sister talked and kind of were like, well, this is who I saw, and this is who I saw, and they matched up, and then I think that's what kind of intrigued us.
Oh. Well, that's very interesting that you and your sister both saw, like, the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, but, like said, I could never. I would stay at a hotel, like, point blank.
That was home. You can't really leave her home, right?
Yeah, I can see. My mom wasn't going to let me go anywhere at 8 years old. Where I was like, see you later. I'm staying at the Holiday Inn. She'd be like, no, you aren't. You're back in the room.
It'd be super cool at 8 years old, though. I'm out of here.
I'd be camping outside then. I'd be like, well, guess I'm sleeping with the dog tonight.
That'd be fun.
I know, right? Like,
I was creepy, though.
You know, as long as there's no, like, bugs out, like, bad bugs outside, I'm good with it. Like, I'll sleep outside. But once I see, like, one of those big old June bugs, I'm gone. I'm going back inside. I don't care.
Are the devil. And I hate them. And I don't really care about bugs too much, but those ones scare me.
Have you guys seen my Joomla collection?
Because, gross. But I don't
get
like
out.
because they attach to you and they like stick and they always get in my hair. And then I can't, and then you can feel it and you're trying to get it out and you can't. They're horrible.
They kind of stick.
Yeah.
I don't actually have a Joomla collection, but if me and Richel ever get to where we're fighting constantly, that's just my new thing that I will buy.
Is it next to your toenail collection that you have?
Oh my god. I don't have it. Why would you do that? I don't have toenail collection at all. That's crazy. Why? Shh. I'm going to get June bugs now. Why would you do that?
I don't know. I just felt like I said.
For the record, I don't have a toenail.
I feel like the fact that you're so upset about it, people aren't believing you.
Okay.
Like if you would just go and was like, that's not true, and then we just moved on, they would have been like, oh, it was a joke.
Somebody said something about Chewbacca with me, and for 3 days straight, all I got was Chewbacca stuff. Now I'm going to get all toenail things.
I know.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's great.
I love that.
Thank
Just
you.
love that.
Someone put you something.
Yeah, credit. Hey, Brian, here's my toenails. Those are pretty. Sorry.
You know what? You do you. Okay, you do you.
Does he like sometimes for a snack?
Oh my God.
Okay, back on track. We are extremely unprofessional. We apologize.
Oh, trust me. It's fine. This is fun. I love this. Oh my God, that's funny.
Yeah. Well, and then I don't know that it is, but yeah. Anywho.
Okay. All right. So, what was your favorite part of Ghost Hunters and why?
The toenails. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Why would you do that? Our favorite part of Ghost Hunters, I mean, I think that it's such a...
Okay, on a serious note, my favorite part of Ghost Hunters was going to a bunch of different locations that I probably would not have gotten to go to and investigating. We also got to help out quite a few people, which is awesome. And
The goal,
yeah. And I know it sounds all like mushy-gushy, but I got to experience that with my best friend.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound mushy. I think that's my favorite part.
I said it so you didn't have to because I didn't want you to sound like...
Well, all the things that Richel said, but I'd also like to add, like, we got to walk and do things on a television program that some of the greatest paranormal investigators the field's ever seen, with Jason and Grant and Steve and, you know, guys like that started this stuff for everybody. We got the opportunity to essentially have the same name, do the same things that they were doing. We've been fortunate to meet those guys, and they've been fantastic to us. So it was kind of like you get to watch these people, or you watch them growing up. Now you're essentially doing the same thing, and then you're getting to meet them. And I think I just repeated everything what I just said.
It was an honor to get to be a part of Ghost Hunters.
For sure.
He has a good reputation and essentially started everything. So
also met Kendall Welpton, pretty much the producer and director of Sleepless, Unrest.
And then
Vera, his wife. Mm-hmm. So very, very blessed to be on the show. Very blessed to be able to walk in the same footsteps as some of the other investigators that we all know of and we've all watched. And like she said, not many people are going to get to go all over the United States, even to Alaska with your best friend and look for ghosts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That is so fun. Like, if I ever did that with my best friend, we would never get to ghost investigating. We would sit there and laugh the whole time.
We do that a lot.
I will say, though, a lot of the time, some of the best evidence we get is when we are talking and, like, being best friends and not necessarily doing any BP session or trying to reach out to anyone who's there. We have the recorder going. We'll ask them some questions, but then we start talking and joking or kind of giggling, and then we'll get some activity going, which I think it works out.
It does work out. Mm-hmm. It was awesome.
Yeah.
That's really fun. Okay. So, for my guests, where can they go to watch all this, you know?
Wow. So with A&E's Ghost Hunters, you can watch it on the A&E app.
It's on Amazon.
It's on
Hulu's,
Amazon's, Hulu's and stuff. And with the Sleepless Unrest, you can watch it on Amazon Prime, I believe. You can watch it on Vudu, Redbox, Fandango Now. It's at Walmart, Best Buy, Barnes & Noble, select theaters. It's on 29 different platforms, so it's really hard to name all of them. But if you go to www.thesleeplessunrest.com, we have a list of all the places that you can watch it. It's on cable on demand as well.
Yeah, Suddenlink, Mediacom, Armstrong, Rogers, Shaw, Frontier, lots of places.
Spectrum,
Comcast, DirecTV, AT&T, Dish Network.
Yeah, a lot of different places. So.
And you can also buy DVDs.
Yeah.
At Amazon and Walmart and things like that.
Yeah.
Guess who's going to Walmart?
I'm just saying, hey, I want everybody that wants to watch the film, check it out. It was an experience like I don't think we've ever had before, and I don't think we ever will again. I mean, we spent 2 weeks in the famous Conjuring house, night and day.
We lived there.
Yeah.
Which is, like, we've investigated locations for weeks or 2 weeks at a time. And maybe one night or something, you stayed the night, you sleep there. But actually living in a haunted location is a whole different ball game, and it was a different experience, and you really put yourself in the homeowner's, like, shoes to know what they're going through. Because by the end of those 2 weeks, I was so exhausted that I can admit that as a paranormal investigator, by the end of those 2 weeks when activity was happening, I was not wanting to engage with whoever it was. I was like, I am so tired. Can we please do this? Like, let me get 3 hours in a row of sleep, and then maybe we can talk. But, like, you keep setting things off just when I'm about to, like, really get in some good sleep, and then I have to get up and come and see what you want or what you're doing.
And then you don't say nothing or talk to me about it.
And I feel like you're laughing at me and I can't see you or hear you.
It's just, it made us investigate different as a team and as a group, because with the show, you're trying to help somebody out. You're trying to really collect that evidence and things. With the Sleepless Unrest, they know their house is haunted. They bought it. Jen and Corey bought that house because of that. Now we're going to try to tell the story of what's going on there.
It was more for the experience, like to actually experience what it's like to live at a haunted location. So when you watch the movie, we don't necessarily dig deep into a lot of the history. We don't tell about a lot of the history. And there's evidence and like little Easter eggs or breadcrumbs or whatever throughout the whole entire movie that you can watch. And as a paranormal investigator, if you're watching the background, you're going to see things that maybe if you don't know what you're looking for, wouldn't see. Just not super obvious. But as a paranormal investigator, you're going to notice little things, which is really cool. I love it when people message us or whatever, and they're like, hey, I saw blah, 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 blah in the Sleepless Unrest in the background. Like, I like when they tell me and me going back, and I'm like, yeah, I see what you're seeing, and that's cool. And so it was about an experience. All of us went there to investigate with our friends, you know? We're going to investigate, we're going to live here, we're going to see how it is, and it ended up being a really cool experience, and then ended up being the Sleepless Unrest. It wasn't even planned out to be that. We didn't have, Brian and I had no intentions of filming. We got there, and Kendall and Vera were like, we were like, man, you guys brought a lot of stuff. And Kendall looked at us and says, we're making a movie. And we're like, oh, okay. He's like, is that okay? And we're like, what are we doing? He's like, you guys are just going to do what we planned on doing. We're just going to have cameras and, like, record everything. And we're like, okay, that sounds good. And he recorded everything.
Yes.
That sounds like so much fun, honestly. Like, I would do that. Like, I would love to do that.
Uh-huh.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
But for me, I'd probably have to book a hotel after, like, 2 days. I'd be like, okay, guys, I'm tired. I'm gonna go get a hotel, and I'll be right back.
Madison, do you like sleeping in hotels?
Yeah. Do you like hotels?
They're okay. Like, there's some sketchy ones that I've been to say the least.
I've been to some of those, too.
Yeah.
Like,
Don't you like it when you go to a hotel and when you lay down, you immediately start itching, and then, but you're so tired, you're kind of like, do I risk the bed bugs and get some sleep, or do I find a different hotel and lose out on that many more hours of sleep?
mm-hmm.
Always go with the bed
Honestly,
bugs. Kidding.
Honestly, I'd sleep in the car at that point.
Yeah.
Like, even if I do get a hotel, I don't sleep much at it, because I get, like, so worried. I'm like, what if someone just waltzes on in, like, hey, guys? Like,
Well, flip the thing so they can't waltz on right on in. The little lock at the top.
well, yeah.
Or put something in front of the door.
Like a jar of June bugs.
Like a jar of June bugs or toenails or whatever you like to collect.
No, honestly, ever since, like, the toenail incident on here, all I can think of is, like, one of you going to, like, a nail salon. Are y'all gonna throw those away? It's just like, those are perfectly good toenails. Are you gonna be throwing those away?
I put them in my I'm putting up my notes right now. It's a lot less work. That I don't like toenails.
Here, just put them in this little jar and I'll take them home. I'm gonna pay you $5 for them.
Hmm.
My God.
Wonderful stuff there, guys.
I'm so sorry.
Wow. Well, I'll have enough to give them to you on your birthday next year. I think I will.
That's disgusting, and I'm tired of this.
You know what? I'll send you, like, the fake ones. Like what are they? Like, I can't say the word. Acrylic?
Acrylic?
Yes, that word. Acrylic.
I don't think that's necessary at all, but do you?
Do you?
Matt,
Do you?
we'll work together. We'll make sure that he gets his toenails. Don't worry.
Okay. You know what? I'll even include some nail polish so they can be all pretty and decorated.
Toenails.
Well, I have normal ones, but you can have pretty decked out ones.
Exactly. Little goblins on them.
I love this so much.
So, do you like the whole toenail? Like it comes out? Like
Anyways,
completely,
how's your
or do
day
you like
going?
the face?
Stop.
Alright. You know what? I'm gonna ship over, like, the acrylic toenails and, like, some, like, little goblin figures if I can find any.
I like goblin figures. That actually.
I'll try and find some.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I got you. Trust me, people leave some weird stuff at Goodwill. Like, I found a frog clock, and you best believe I bought that thing for $2.
A frog clock? That sounds interesting. I like
really cool.
It even ribbits.
It's kind of like a cuckoo clock, but it's a frog.
No, it's like one of those, like, old-fashioned alarm clocks, like, with the bells.
Mm-hmm.
But the bells aren't actually bells. It has a speaker on the back that ribbits.
Do you use it to wake up?
I used to before it died. Because now I need no batteries.
I want one.
I could try to find one.
Do you remember? You don't remember. I'm
Wow.
dumb. I was going to ask
Wow.
you, do you remember the alarm clocks that were the flowers that danced?
Yes.
Oh my god, I do.
You know what those are?
Bro, those were so annoying. I woke up, I was like I got so infuriated.
I want one, and I can't find them anymore. So if you find one, let me know. So I can
try
get
it. One.
I want a waterbed.
I told you waterbed. Listen, he's so clumsy and hurts himself all the time, and he breaks things. I said, you get a waterbed, and then you and Michelle will wake up in the middle of the night drowning because somehow you went to bed.
Swim.
Somehow you went to bed with like a knife in your pocket or something that was open, and it popped it.
Guys that's listening, Richel does like me. She does, for real. It doesn't sound like it.
That's what friends are for, I guess.
Yes. I guess I still would like to have the waterbed.
If I find a waterbed, I'll get it for you.
Okay.
Where do you find them?
You can't because they pop and then they make a mess. So they got rid of them because they were like, this is the best idea to have water.
You know what? She's probably right. I'd probably pop it. I don't think it'll last a day.
Also, waterbeds always have the mirror in the headboard. That's weird. But they do have the sweet shelves on the side.
The shelves were awesome.
The shelves were great. But, like, the other stuff,
yeah.
It's weird.
Okay, she's right. Waterbeds are out.
Toenails are in.
You.
Okay. Anyway.
Okay,
Sorry.
I'm not trying to pull my parents out, but they have that headboard. They have that.
What?
The headboard, like with the mirror and the shelves, they have that.
Who does?
My parents.
You call parents weird.
I retract all my statements that I was saying. Never mind.
Oh my God. Thanks for having us. I bet you don't ever want to talk to us again.
Sorry. Oh my god, I'm actually crying. That's funny.
What are the chances of...
100%, obviously.
Okay, I didn't say that they were weird. I said it's weird to have a mirror as the headboard.
So we better move on.
The shelves are awesome, though. I completely understand it. Very practical.
Yeah, the mirror's not even that great bad. I like
No, the mirror, you can check your hair
and like, do
your
I have
teeth.
something in my teeth?
Yeah, and
How do you
everything.
do that?
That you check how you look. It'll be great.
Yeah, right before bed and even in the middle of the night when you wake up. Sorry, bright and early in the morning.
I like what they say that my parents have one. You guys are like, actually incorrect. I take back everything I just said.
Behind her head.
Yeah, she has a Ghostbuster car.
But did you see what happened?
She pointed at it.
Point at the Ghost Ghostbusters car.
Again, like up higher. Down lower. I've seen something.
Yeah,
like
something shot across.
the light.
Anyways,
Watch the video on this if you can.
I don't think we can.
The light on your Ghost Hunter's car back there
there was
changes.
there was like a green. Did you see green?
I've seen a light change.
Well, moving on then.
We have ruined her day. Wait.
Oh no, trust me. You're fine.
Okay, good.
It's already gone down today. It's fine.
Oh.
This is like the least of my worries right now. It's fine. Like, hi, Ghosty, if you're back there, I guess. I hope that you're enjoying the show. You have fun with my Ghostbuster stuff, I guess.
I like that.
Yeah, there's Ghostbuster stuff everywhere. It's great.
I like it.
I can never escape it. Like, literally.
It did it again. Did you see it again?
I saw the blue that time.
Oh, that's a speaker.
Oh, okay.
Here. Ah, I gotta make noises. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay.
Now
Was-
we're good.
Okay.
Debunked.
Dickman's gone.
Yeah.
Never mind, guys. There's no sound demon. We're fine.
Why wasn't it going off? Why was it only going off occasionally?
I don't know, man. It's weird.
Back to being worried.
Yeah, we're in worry mode again.
I have headphones on. I can't hear you.
Oh. But you did.
Was that loud, though? It was good, right?
It was so good.
If you had that binaural microphone on there, it would have blown your eardrums.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I love this show so much. This is like my new favorite thing. All right. So.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love that. All right. So, back to the questions and the main point of the show.
Sorry.
Not some innovative speaker. Or, it's not really a speaker, is it? Just to be having to like question myself, like, it's not really a speaker, but it's supposed to hold like a speaker inside of it and then it lights up. Yeah. Either way, moving on.
Okay.
So I heard that you got Paralight made by North Canton Paranormal Detectives. What do you think of that? Like, I just want to know. Like, what do you think of that?
What do you think about the Paralight? The Paralight has, when we first got it, it didn't go off at all, and we thought it was defective. As a matter of fact, we were going to try to sell it.
We thought it was... That makes us sound really bad. We thought it was broken, and that it didn't work. And we were joking around about, like, hey, we'll sell it to you. We paid this. We'll give it to you for this. It's a deal. And they're like, you just said it didn't work. And we're like, it either doesn't work or it's the best piece of paranormal equipment we have. We don't know. Mm-hmm. And we're like, we took it to multiple locations. We did multiple sessions with it, and it never went off. And then one day, we went to a location, and our team member was like, we keep ringing that. It doesn't ever go off. We were like, it's going to go off this time. Like, it's going to work. And he said, if that goes off, I will streak through the town naked. I said, do you promise? And he said, yeah. And it went off. Do you remember that?
Yes, his name's Dean Thompson of Riverbend Paranormal, and if we could all get something going to where he has to do this, because he hasn't done it yet.
Yeah, he hasn't paid up to his...
Dean Thompson?
Yes. Riverbend Paranormal. But anyway, it went off, and we were like, oh my goodness. So we were actually talking about someone that we knew that had been to the location that we were talking, that they had been there, and it went off like they knew the lady we were talking about. And it caught our attention. We were like, hey, like, that looks like it just went off, and it never goes off. So we were like, do you know who so-and-so is? And it went off again.
We're talking days and days and investigations that we went on that this never happened.
At all.
And now it's happening.
And it happens in responses, and it's really good. It's a really good piece of equipment.
We've used it every day since.
Yeah, because you can't get things to set it off. It's really hard to set off. Like, the sensor on it isn't super sensitive to the fact where, like, if you have...
It doesn't get set off by a cell phone. It doesn't get set off by, like, a walkie-talkie, which we don't really use walkie-talkies anyways. We just scream at each other, Richel!
I actually do.
And then, get out of here!
Yeah.
But it, honestly, ever since we got the one night where it started working, it's been a valuable piece for us because we know that not everything's going to make it go off. Mm-hmm. And it just brings more credibility to when you're asking control questions and you're getting response from this piece of gear that doesn't just go off because, the wind blows. Mm-hmm. I think it's great. Richel?
I think it's great as well. Also, it's very pretty.
Well, yeah, and that was one of the main reasons we liked it, is because it's pretty.
No, that's not. I'm just saying, it's very pretty when it goes off. And it's awesome because you can be like, can you light it up to orange for me? And orange is pretty high up, and it'll do it.
Recently we just, from the same the gentleman that created the Paralight, he actually sent us the tripwire, and we've set that up, and it's a pretty good piece of gear too so far. So I like it.
Yeah. All right. So I love Jeff's gear, and I currently have the lighting dowsing rods, the Paralight, and the trip wire. Sorry. Are you planning on getting any other gear from him?
I'm going to message Jeff here probably by the end of this week, and I want to try some of them dowsing rods.
They're fun.
Yeah, I want to try some of those. I want to probably see if we can't get a couple more of those trip wires. I got the 12-footer, and I set that up in my garage or whatever, and it's pretty good stuff. I like it. So yeah, I'm looking at his picture right now. I'm going to message him by the end of the week.
Go for it.
No, we like to try out all different types of equipment. Because you don't know if something works or if you like it unless you try it out. You can't just say, oh, I don't like that, unless you try it out. So we try to get a bunch of different stuff and see how it goes. And then you find pieces of equipment that are some of your favorites and your kind of go-tos.
So leading off of that question, what are your thoughts on Ouija boards?
I personally don't mess with the Ouija boards, just because I don't feel comfortable doing it. I'm not opposed to other people messing with them. I think that as long as you know what you're doing and how to close a session out so that you're not just leaving things open, then that's okay. As long as you're being respectful, then okay. It's just another type of tool to investigate with, a different way to communicate. I personally don't use them, but I used to when I was younger mess with them. When I shouldn't have messed with them because I didn't know what I was doing, I messed with them, and I set up mirrors and stuff. It's like I was trying to create or conjure a portal of some sort. Mirrors from
from your waterbed?
Yeah, the waterbed, mirrors on this side and this side, board in the middle, where it bounce back and forth. Candles. It was a cool setup.
It sounds real cool
really
now.
cool.
I like it right now.
But I'm also pretty sure it was probably really dangerous because I had no idea.
Yeah,
but like the boards say 8 and up, and I mean like that's just good old fashioned family fun. So much demon.
I feel like if an entity wants to talk, it's going to talk. And if that's a way for them to speak and communicate with us, then so be it. I don't personally use them right now. Have I messed with them before? I've used them when I was younger. I put these mirrors up in the circle and I tried to... No.
Shut up.
I liked it. I have used them before when I was a kid, but I haven't since. I think there's a lot of... I don't know. There's the side of the paranormal that thinks that they're very bad. There's some that use it for investigating. It's not up to me to say which way you fall in your investigating style. Just always be respectful and, know what you're getting into when you're doing things.
Yeah. It's what you're comfortable with. And like he said, make sure
I think that was good.
You know what you're doing.
That sounded pretty good, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Sounded great. 10 out of 10.
All right, you know what that is. That's right up there. Give me some.
That's like my new symbol. Just that and that. Just actually. But yeah, I have a lot of Ouija boards, so. Spooky. Just spooky,
I love the way they look.
I think I have 2.
Yeah, your wife made a whole bar
stool. Oh, yeah. Whoa.
She disappeared.
Where'd you go?
A pink one.
I like that.
It's a Lisa Frank one, man. I love it.
I like it.
But yeah. It even comes like little question cards, and that's really helpful for me because I cannot make up a question at the day in advance. I have to be okay, I'm gonna ask it, I'm gonna ask it if it likes food. You know.
Hey, with my reading ability, that'd be dangerous for me. I'd summon for sure.
Yeah.
Literally.
Coming up with questions is hard sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Brian's real good at coming up with questions. I like to observe, and occasionally I'll throw a question in there.
Did you just dance?
No. Look, man, if you could be into toenails, I could be into dancing.
Very well, the toenails.
June bugs.
I hope people don't hate us.
It's okay. It's okay.
Not if they hate us.
They're going to say those are some weird people.
Yeah, we covered it all.
Actually, they're professional.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
All I can imagine is like someone just walking up to you in public. I got you a June bug. Like.
Yeah. It's probably going to happen now. Great.
Yeah. That'll be alright.
You know how people like
your beard.
Just have June bugs in my beard?
Yeah.
Like little decorations.
Yeah.
Love that. No, but like, you know how people like make keychains out of like little bugs and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if someone sent you a June bug, one of those?
I would keep it.
I kind of want one now.
Oh, tides are turning. Look who's a June bug collecting mother. Pearl.
Oh my gosh.
Mother of pearl.
Sorry about that. I didn't finish it all.
You're fine.
Yeah, I didn't say the whole thing, but it was there. Tippy my tongue.
It's all right. It's okay. Things happen, you know?
Yeah.
And that's when we just move on, you know? All right. Okay. So, was your family and, like, friends okay with you investigating, or were they more, like, weary? Like, okay, you're gonna get hurt doing it, or you're gonna do this, or something?
I think we got full support.
Support, yeah.
Yeah.
My family supports me. I do have some skeptics in my family. I also have some believers in my family, and I have some on the fencers in my family. But they all are very supportive of it. My husband, he basically just says, don't bring anything home. And, yeah, supportive. He lucked out.
Yeah, nobody really. And actually, as things have gone, like the show and the film and things like that, I think they've gotten more interested in it.
More interested and more supportive.
Yeah, like they know that this is what Brian and Richel are going to do, and they don't really. As a matter of fact, my wife she's trying to come up with new merch for us to go out and promote with, and things like that. So very supportive.
It's funny because I was talking to my husband the other day, and I was like, listen, I bought a bunch of books at the bookstore. I said, I'm doing some research. I said, I don't want you to be alarmed by any of the books that I bought. And he said, you've got so many weird-ass books at this point, it's par for the course. He says, I don't think twice about it. I just say, oh, okay, and move on. It could be like, how to summon demons for dummies. And he's like, so, are you having a fun time reading your book? Okay, babe. I'm like, yeah, it's great. He's like, don't read it out loud, like Brian.
Oh, I did.
No, very supportive. So
that's good. All right. So we're going to start ending this off, you know? Mm-hmm. So once again, if you can remember, do you want to start naming off your social media?
Yes.
And stuff like that.
So you can find myself, Brian Murray, on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and that would be Brian_Murray GH.
And you can find me, Richel Stratton, on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, at Stratton Richel. You can also find us together on YouTube or TikTok at Adventures with Richel.
And both of those we're just getting started on that, so we're trying to figure everything out, but we're going to come up with some neat content and get it out there, and you may see some lives and some investigations and things like that coming your way real soon.
And if you want to, send us challenges that you want us to try to do.
As a matter of fact, a TikTok thing just came up, and let's see what it is. Well, they canceled our subscription.
Oh my god.
That
was great.
So.
Is that a toenail?
I love this too much. Either way, I'm so proud of you for remembering, so good job. Very proud. Yeah, no problem. I got you. Yeah.
Thanks for having us on.
Yes, thank you so much for having us. We really appreciate it. And we had fun.
Well, that's good. All right. Well, I'm starting to see the Shadow Man right in the corner telling me that our time is almost over. I'd really like to thank you both for coming on, taking your time out of your busy schedule, and coming on, chatting with myself and my listeners here on Spoopy Talk. So have a great night, Richel and Brian.
Thank you. You too.
All right. Now, for all my listeners out there, I'd really like to say thank you for being with me tonight. My next show will be September 5th, and my guest will be Sherry D. Benedetti. Benedetti. There you go. I'm so great at pronouncing last names. Either way. Yes, but after that, yes, another guest from Ghost Hunters. But, yeah. So make sure, if you're not following me, give me a follow on Madison Paranormal Investigation on Facebook and Maddie_Paranormal_Investigation on Instagram. So for tonight, peace, love, and happiness, and most of all, stay spoopy, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.